We are naming a wound in the soul of our nation, a wound that bleeds every day, quietly, behind closed doors. This is a country where roughly 15 women are killed daily by men they know, where rape statistics don't reflect reality. They reflect only the women who had the strength and the safety to report, where countless women live in a state of quiet endurance, calculating danger the way others calculate time. These numbers do not flatten me because they are high. They flatten me because they are familiar. Every week, I sit with women who arrive carrying invisible injuries, shame, self-doubt, terror, and they ask, is this abuse or is this what love becomes? That question alone tells you how deep this crisis runs. Because awareness is not the same as transformation, and slogans are not the same as safety. We have 16 days of activism every year, but many homes remain places of siege, not sanctuary. And part of the reason is this. We, as a society, still misunderstand what abuse looks like. We imagine screaming, shattered plates, emergency rooms. But most abusive relationships begin with tenderness, with charm, with devotion. Abusers do not announce themselves. They build a kingdom where the woman is isolated, then ashamed, then dependent, and finally silent. I want to use these 16 days to break that silence. Not through fear, but through knowledge. Knowledge is often the first crack in the armor of control. Abuse has many faces. Some are loud, most are quiet. Physical abuse is the clearest, obviously. Hitting, slapping, choking, pushing, throwing objects, damaging property, blocking someone from leaving, denying medical help. But emotional and psychological abuse is the erosion. Belittling, mocking, gaslighting, explosive jealousy, silent treatment used as punishment, constant monitoring, interrogation disguised as concern. Now, sexual abuse can be subtle or violent. Coercion, pressure, manipulation, rape within a relationship. Yes, rape inside a relationship exists and it devastates. Financial abuse is one of the most powerful tools. Taking your bank card, putting you on an allowance, blocking you from work, forcing you to account for every rand, using money as reward or punishment. Digital abuse is increasingly common. Accessing your messages, tracking your location, demanding passwords, monitoring social media, threatening to release private content. Threats to immigration status impact many women, destroying passports, hiding visas, threatening deportation, using undocumented status as leverage. Every one of these behaviors serves one purpose, and that is control. Abuse is not a single event, it's a system. Coercive control is the architecture of abuse. It's the slow tightening of a net. It begins with affection, so intense you confuse it with devotion. They want to be with you constantly. They call it love. They become jealous. They call it passion. They question your friends. They call it protection. And then the rules begin. Little rules at first. The clothes you wear, the people you see, how long you take at the store, the tone you use, your passwords, your payslip, your silence. Your world becomes smaller, inch by inch, until you cannot remember who you were outside of this person's shadow. Psychologists describe the effects: chronic anxiety, depression, PTSD, shame, hypervigilance, physical symptoms, a profound sense of being erased. Children in these homes learn that love and danger can live in the same room. That trauma becomes their inheritance. And so the cycle continues unless someone breaks it. I want to speak to her directly. You are not imagining this. You are not dramatic. You are not weak. You are not responsible for another person's violence. Abuse is not something you triggered. It is not something you deserve. It's not something you can heal by loving harder. You may be afraid. You may be financially trapped. You may be managing children or a household or immigration fears. You may worry about family judgment or religious pressure. Leaving may feel impossible. I want you to know this. You are not alone and you are not without choices. Reaching out for help is not betrayal, it's courage. It is resistance. It is the quiet beginning of a new future. If you cannot leave today, that does not mean you will never leave. If you cannot speak to the police yet, speak to someone safe. A friend, a teacher, a counselor, a faith leader, an NGO, someone who can hold a piece of your weight with you. Sometimes survival starts with the smallest sentence. Something is wrong. You deserve safety. You deserve tenderness. You deserve peace in your own home. You deserve a life not defined by fear.